statement, and we'll take questions.
Yeah, guys, I was really proud of our guys today. Came out with good energy, good passion to be able to play at home in front of our crowd, which you don't get many chances. You know, I think we average 6 maybe home games a year, and that was one of them. So we took advantage of it. Guys played hard. I thought we had ebbs and flows that were really good, and then some that weren't. And I was really proud of the guys. I challenged them at halftime. You know, we had lost a couple third downs on defense. We had lost 2 minutes, and we had lost some red zone and been stopped. So I thought that they came out in the half, and the first drive was really important to me. I thought the offensive line handled that. They overpowered a group they should overpower, and we were able to play a lot of players today. We subbed out probably earlier than anybody in the country, and I think that helps us down the road. We played a lot of players today, we played a lot of players last week, we play a lot of players every year, and I think that helps grow our team and our depth. So thanks to our crowd for sticking it out, and it was warm like I anticipated, and I think that affected both teams.
No question.
Kirby, what have you seen out of Colby Young? 2 games, 2 touchdowns. Just talk about his growth and development.
Yeah, he continues to get better. I don't know that today's a good judgment of Colby Young. You know, he had a mesh pattern that they didn't cover. You know, it wasn't a wow play. It was just an error on their part and a pretty easy throw. So the one last week was impressive. He continues to grow and get better, and we're going to need him in our offense. We need him to be able to play even more snaps and be in the best shape of his life to play enough snaps.
To follow up on Kirby, or follow up on Colby, how much, when you were looking for a transfer portal addition this offseason, did you look for that kind of specific big red zone kind of body type?
Yeah, didn't really say we were looking for that. We're just looking for guys that fit our culture. You know, it wasn't like it was this is the cookie cutter. We want big, we want good, and we want good people for our culture, and he is that. He was very clear in his reasoning for why he wanted to come, and I think he fits what our culture is, and it was more of a fit than it was just looking for a specific type.
Coach, a stark difference between this first half of this game and last week against Clemson. Talk to me about what you saw, the connections between the offense out there today.
Yeah, we played a different team. That was the difference. I mean, I would love to sit here and tell you that we just started fast today and everything clicked, but that wasn't the same opponent. And we were considerably better than that opponent, and we should execute at a high level. And the week before, there was a lot of problems out there in terms of their players blocking them. And when you can run the ball, you can do pretty much what you want offensively. And the success we had running it opened it up for play actions and some shots.
Kirby, what difference does Trevor make to the run game, adding him to the guys you already have that you feel good about as well?
I don't think we know that yet. It's hard to tell today, right? Like, I wouldn't judge that on today. I think we've got really good stable of backs. I'm fired up about our backs. I've said repeatedly to you guys that we've got a great group, good young, good old, good leadership, good depth. I felt really comfortable there all year. I still feel that way, but I can't put a significance of impact on what he did today because I don't know that it mattered which back was in there.
How important is a game like this to be able, like you said, to get so many players in and continue to kind of build that chemistry with all the players?
I think the biggest thing is getting game experience. So who you play with doesn't matter as much if you play. And you probably went against somebody Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It was probably better than who you went against today. So I look a lot more at the practice reps we took last week than those. I want to see you perform when the anxiety hits and when the crowd's out there. But we have guys go out there and got an opportunity and make mistakes, bust. They got to get those things out of the way. They got to get them out of the way. And the sooner we get them out of the way, the sooner they can become good players.
Coach, of all the Branson Robinson is going through, what did it mean to see him find the end zone today?
It's awesome. It's great. Branson works really hard. Branson's a good back, but still coming back to his old self. And I thought he had a good cut today and made some guys miss. And he's a great back, man. You just got to get back to full strength.
Hey, Coach, right there before the half, you mentioned the 2 minute. What would you point to in terms of lack of execution right there that maybe didn't?
You just missed some open guys. I mean, whether it was the route was cut short, route was cut off, or Carson didn't hit them, but he had good calls. They were open. Maybe the receiver pulled up short, or maybe we just missed him, but, we didn't have any timeouts, so it was a bonus to even get the ball back, and we went 3 and out and got the ball back. I wanted to see us execute without timeouts. We did a pretty good job of that, got the 1 penalty, and we'll say that the defensive holding, I thought we'd be able to steal some points, but we didn't.
5 touchdown passes for Carson Beck today. I think it was had the school record. Just what have you seen in his growth in just these past 2 games?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I've seen him grow in the last 2 games. You know what I mean? I think, just truly honesty, he's grown. He's a good player. He continues to get better. And it's not that you're saying he can't get better. Absolutely, he can get better. But today was about a lot of other players, not about Carson.
Any update on Oscar?
Yeah, he had a slight ankle sprain, so we'll see. I thought he could have gone, but he held him at halftime.
Any update on Warren?
Wasn't able to go today. Hopefully he'll be back.
Nate Frazier.
Yeah, he could have come back, and we ended up holding him. I'm not even sure it was a shoulder, but I don't know what significance. They came over to me and said he's ready to go back in, but at that point we were moved on.
Jordan Thomas, some of the younger guys on D-line got some new value reps today. Just what about that group that hasn't been here, kind of like Warren, Stackhouse, how have they kind of come along?
Yeah, got to keep getting better. We've got to grow those guys. They work really hard during the week. It's critical to our success that we grow that room and develop that room. We are not where we need to be, and we've got to develop that room because of the guys we've got out in that room.
Junkyard Dawgcast's career high 3 tackles for loss today. With him being healthy now, what does he bring to this defensive line?
Yeah, depth, twitch. We got a really good situation there with him, Gabe Harris, Joseph Jonajai. They've had to step up in the forefront with Michael now, and Ty's been a good player since he's been here. He's battled some injuries, and he's healthy right now and playing well.
Coach, you said the great thing about games like this is getting able to see some other people out on the field. What did you see from Stockton today and his connections that he made out there?
Yeah, I thought Gunner played with more confidence. If you remember, Gunner had to play a lot of games last year in mop-up duty where it was just clock management, run the ball, get out of the game, and this today he got to play a little more like he did against Florida State. They did some good things, made some good decisions, continued to improve that, played well with the guys around him. He made them look good. He makes good decisions. He's getting wiser, and we need him to.
Back-to-back games where you've held your defense is healthy, other teams have 3 points. What are you learning early on about just the identity of this defense, maybe role, and also that first half for you guys?
Yeah, hard to measure our success today, again, defensively, and that's not a disrespect. It's just the truth. Those guys are going to struggle up front. They don't have big guys. They're starting quarterbacks out. Realistically, it's hard. Last week was a great performance for our defense. Today was what we should do.
So it's a little more frustrating than when you guys gave up the 3 points at the end of the game?
No, I think that's a great learning lesson. It's more frustrating when you give up 2 third downs and they have a 8-9 minute possession. That's frustrating.
Aaron Smith last week, 5 receptions, today 4 receptions. What else he do to become a more consistent factor in the passing game for you?
Getting opportunities. He had a great week of practice, and I told him it may result in that or it may not. It doesn't matter. We're not outcome-oriented. We're process-oriented, and he had 4 of the really good practices. And I was like, well, sometimes that equates to a great game, sometimes it doesn't. And it didn't equate to like some record-breaking game, but he played well in practice, and he worked hard, and he continues to improve.
You talk about Lawson Lucky and what he's brought to this team, and a big catch last week and a touchdown this week.
Yeah, Lawson's a competitor, man. He wants to do well. He wants to please. He works his butt off. Really good route runner. Tough physical guy. He missed a block out of the perimeter today that I know he's upset about, but he made some plays with his route running, and really proud of Lawson and how he works every day. How he leads.
So what about Urasek? Just what has he kind of brought? I know hadn't gone past yet, but just what he brings to the table.
Oh, he's tough, physical leader. I think he understands that his growth is week to week, getting to play on this team, getting to be a part of something big. And everybody wants stats. Everybody wants to put up Brock Bowers type of numbers, but he's going to get his opportunities. There's going to be games where he has opportunities to make plays, and I really believe he's going to make them. He's a tough physical guy.
Aaron Smith had 1 touchdown pass. You almost probably had 2 at one point. Just what have you seen from him so far, and how important was it for him to come back for this final year?
Aaron's great. Aaron works really hard. I think I've told you guys he's probably the one player that I've seen in my 9 years take the biggest transformation from coming from a small school. He didn't grow up going to Lakeland. He went to a small school down in Polk County, and he just got better. He's been through significant injuries, 3-4 surgeries, and he's just so mature now. He knows how to work. He's much more patient when things don't go well, and just his maturation process has been great for our program.
You open on the road next week for SEC play against a tough Kentucky team with a couple of guys you know well. Just your thoughts as you guys get ready to prepare for that trip.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've been up there that it wasn't just a battle. Like, I can't think of a time I've ever been to that stadium and played the game that was like, well, that was easy. It's never easy up there. Never. It's never easy on the road in the SEC at all. And I don't know if people truly appreciate and respect a win on the road in Kentucky, how hard it is. They're well coached. They're really physical. They do a great job. I mean, they have a really good football team. So we will have our work cut out for us, not to mention 8 straight SEC games, I think it is.
Last week it was Cash Jones' pickup. Who or what placed it up to you today?
I don't know that one stood out like that. I thought Mike did a great job on a couple of key play calls where he hit shots. I can't think of one particular. There were some really good crack blocks where the runs got sprung out and guys made good cuts. It was probably today with Carson's legs. He chose to make some plays with his legs, and that makes a difference. It makes it really hard to defend in games.
Any more questions for Coach?
How's Ja been since new offensive lineman since he's gotten in? I think he got in last week and may have got some snaps today. Just what have you seen out of him?
We got a hold today, so that's not progress. But he's getting better. He's humongous. He's a developmental player that we're trying to develop. I think we're trying to speed up the process maybe faster than is possible. But he's been a sponge in terms of trying to learn what to do. You can imagine not playing football since 8th grade and then going out there and trying to play in the SEC. And that's, just a lot of football he needs to play and a lot of practice reps he needs. And as long as he's willing to do that, he'll have a chance to be successful.
Any updates on Michael Williams at all?
Yeah, I mean, he's hurt, got an ankle. So, I mean, like, he couldn't go today. I don't know what he'll be able to do. Sure, we'll find out on Wednesday. I mean, I'm hopeful to get him back, but we're just got him in a game ready, got him getting rehab, got him working. He's getting treatment all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day tomorrow.
Have time for one more question? Okay, thank you, Coach.